Good morning. A little breezy out, but man, the weather's beautiful. It's almost 50 degrees. So today, I think I'm gonna get back up there. I got a little bit of work to do on the trail to get all the way to the end on the old logging road. There's a tree down in the middle of it, and then there's one that goes up over the trail. I think it might be too low for the side-by-side to get under. I'm gonna go back there, I'm gonna finish that up and get it all the way back as far as I can to the back southwest corner of my property. Then I'm gonna drop a couple of those big giant trees, and then I think I'm gonna come back and start cutting up the tree that I started cutting up the other day. Finish that, get it bucked up and cut, and then start on the birch tree. So it's gonna be trails and firewood. Yeah. Let's get busy. Beautiful day out. All right, back here in the woods. I'm gonna buck this log up. I'm gonna at least get it marked. So I learned this watching YouTube. I learned a lot of stuff on YouTube, but you're gonna go, what is that crazy thing? 16 inches from here to here. And that's how I can mark out where I gotta cut. So I'm just going to mark this one for now. And I'll go back and I'll mark the birch tree. Then I can come back, take that thing off, come back and cut it. So hopefully this will work. Let's find out. All right, that worked nicely. That thing is 16 inches from here to there. And that's what I need for my wood stove. So got all my marks in it. I can come back and cut it up later. So let's go down. We'll do the same thing to the birch tree. Get that all bucked out and ready to go. All right, go for a ride. Oh, let me tell you another thing. So got a friend of mine up here. He does a lot of turkey hunting. He went out, took his granddaughter or somebody out, and got a bunch of turkeys. He gave me, and they, took the meat off them that they wanted. And he gave me the carcasses because I wanted to get the tail off one of them, which I did, but I don't think it's going to come out. It looks like they drug these things through the mud. So I brought them back here in the woods. And I had a trail camera set up on that tree right there. I put the two turkeys over here. Well, something got into them last night and just tore the heck out of it. So, I mean, that's pretty fresh. That still looks wet right there. I don't think this is birds. I think probably a coyote came in. So I'm going to bring a trail camera back up and I'm going to put it right there. And I might sit out here tonight with my AR and see if I can get a coyote. There's really no season on coyotes up here, as long as you're on your own property. So, we'll see what happens. Back in a minute. So I made it as far as I'm going to go. I can actually go further if I want, but right down here, you see the old logger's cabin. That's on my property. More moose tracks. Let me pick up my game cameras. I got a couple down there. So that's the old logger's cabin back from the 40s. I'm not even going to mess with it. I'm just going to leave it right there. I think it's kind of cool. But I got it all the way down to here. And my property goes, it goes that way, which is due south, maybe another 100 yards. And then it goes that way, probably another 200 yards. So that's my west property line. And then that one going across would be my south property line. So I'm back here as far as I wanted to go. And I built a nice place. Built a nice place right here to turn around. I can pull up in there and back into there and go back out. So this trail, where I cut the big log that was over the tree, that trail keeps going and it goes back to the neighbor's property, which I can drive on. And he's got a big giant open area up there. It's all mowed. It's kind of cool. But right now I'm probably 100 yards off of that trail, weaves in and around. So I'm gonna go back. I forgot to bring something to drink. I'm dying of thirst. For some reason this chainsaw is starting to spit and sputter. I don't get it. It's brand new. I'm on my second tank of gas. So it might be going back to Tractor Supply. I'm gonna go back up there. We're gonna cut those logs up and get them split. First I gotta get something to drink. Back in a minute. good mess of firewood. And you're probably wondering why I'm wearing this ridiculous thing on my head again. It's because the black flies are in it. So that's from the rest of that tree. And that's, man, that's got to be at least 2.5, 3 weeks, maybe even more of firewood. I don't burn a lot, and then I save stuff like that. And it dries out, and that makes great kindling. So, I mean, I only went through maybe 2.5 quart of firewood this winter, and that is from the middle to beginning of November up until April. I mean, like last night, I had a fire. It gets cold in the cabin at nighttime. So, oh, it's a nice mess right there. All right, let's go down and do the birch. Let's get the birch done. I'll get it all split up, take the wood splitter back, and start loading it up side by side, and get it into the wood shed. Got that pile split. Got that pile split. So that came from that, and that came from that, and I got all that left to do. And I got a whole nother 2 trees. I dropped one today. I got one more back in here. So that's quite a bit of firewood. And I'm beat. I am slap beat. Holy crap. All right, so that's gonna be it for today, people. I'm gonna go take the wood splitter back up, put everything away, and then tomorrow, first thing, I gotta run into town. I'm gonna return that chainsaw. It just will not stay running. It acts like a mixture problem. It'll cut through a log, then it just bogs down and just quits. I gotta pull on it like 8 times to get it started. It'll cut through the next one, and then it'll quit. So I'm done with it. I'll take it back. I'm gonna get a still. I like stills, but you know, I've had Husqvarna before, never had a problem with it. So I'll take that back, and I got the receipt for it. Not even a week old. 2.5 tanks of gas, and it's just a nightmare. All right. See you, bye.